She looked like a fairy tale princess, but few knew how much pain hid behind that radiant smile. From a broken childhood to a crown she never asked for, Princess Diana's story is one of heartbreak, resilience, and quiet rebellion, a life that touched millions yet was never truly her own. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss our new videos. When Diana was just 7, her world split apart. Her parents, Francis and Edward, divorced after years of conflict, leaving Diana and her siblings caught in a fierce custody battle. She ended up living with her father, but the scars of that early turmoil would follow her forever. Even as a child, Diana dreamed of dancing on stage. She longed to become a ballerina. But life had other plans. She grew too tall for the profession, reaching 5 feet 10 inches. Still, she never lost that graceful poise. Instead, she found joy in swimming and diving. At school, she invented her own move, the Spencer Special, a dive so smooth it barely made a splash. She became Lady Diana at just 14 when her father inherited the title of Earl Spencer. The nickname Lady Di stuck, even as the world would come to know her as a princess. She grew up surrounded by grandeur at Althorpe House, a 100,000 square foot estate dating back to the 1500s. But behind its 31 rooms and marble corridors, Diana felt isolated. School was another struggle. She failed her exams twice and dropped out at 16. A brief stint at a finishing school in Switzerland followed, but that too ended quickly. It was around then that she met Prince Charles. He was nearly 30. She was just a teenager, bright, bubbly, and full of life. Ironically, Charles had been dating her older sister, Sarah, but it was Diana who caught his attention. Their romance was fast, too fast. They met only 13 times before he proposed. Diana was just 20 when she married the future king. On the outside, she seemed head over heels in love, but even from the beginning, doubts crept in. She later recalled the moment that haunted her. During their engagement interview, a reporter asked, "Are you in love?" Diana replied, "Yes, of course," only to hear Charles say coldly, "Whatever love means." That phrase shook her, and it never left her. Do you remember watching their wedding? What did you think when you first saw her walk down the aisle? Diana chose her own engagement ring, a sapphire and diamond piece selected from a catalog. Royals didn't approve. Anyone with the money could buy the same ring. But Diana didn't care. That very ring now sits on the hand of Kate Middleton. Her wedding dress was a masterpiece, covered in pearls, sequins, and lace, with a 25-foot train. It cost over $100,000 and became one of the most iconic gowns in history. She broke royal traditions from the start. When her first son, William, was born, Diana became the first royal woman to give birth in a hospital. Later, she insisted on choosing her children's names herself, even disagreeing with Charles over what to call them. She wanted them to have normal lives. She took William and Harry to amusement parks and fast food restaurants far from palace walls. Diana was determined that her sons understand life beyond royalty. Around the world, people fell in love with her. Diana fever swept across continents. Nearly 100,000 people welcomed her in Tokyo. She shook hands without gloves, hugged children, visited hospitals. She made the monarchy feel human. But inside, she was quietly falling apart. Behind closed doors, Diana battled bulimia and depression. She spoke of crying out for help and being misunderstood. "You fill your stomach up 4 or 5 times a day," she once said. "It gives you a feeling of comfort, but it's a secret disease. It's about feeling unworthy." She was also painfully aware of Charles's affair with Camilla. One night at a party, Diana confronted her. "I know what's going on," she said. Camilla snapped back, saying Diana had all the men in the world. But Diana answered with heartbreaking honesty, "I want my husband." Have you ever experienced that? Being surrounded by people, yet feeling completely alone? Despite the chaos, Diana kept going. She forged powerful friendships with stars like Elton John and Freddie Mercury. She adored bread and butter pudding and Heinz baked beans. But cooking, not her strength. Her former chef recalled she often needed help heating up simple meals. Still, her warmth and humanity never faded. Her legacy wasn't built on royal titles, it was built on compassion. In 1997, the world stopped. Diana's tragic death in a car crash. Subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you very soon.